From reality TV chaos to real-life bombshells, Mama June's daughters have taken shocking new paths in 2024 and 2025. Breakups, surprise pregnancies, career pivots, and even custody battles have rocked the Shannon family all over again. Fans who thought they knew Anna, Jessica, Lauren, and Alana are in for some serious updates. Here's everything that's changed, and it's more dramatic than ever. Anna Chickity Cardwell. In December 2023, a devastating chapter unfolded in the life of June Shannon, known to many as Mama June, when her eldest daughter, Anna Chickity Cardwell, passed away following a valiant and emotionally grueling battle with stage 4 adrenal carcinoma. At just 29 years old, Anna's death sent shockwaves through her family and longtime fans of the Shannon family's reality TV journey. Diagnosed in early 2023, Anna underwent months of aggressive treatment, including chemotherapy and immunotherapy, but the disease continued to progress, ultimately claiming her life before the year came to a close. Throughout her illness, Anna displayed extraordinary strength and grace. Privately, away from the cameras and public scrutiny, she focused on spending precious time with her two young daughters, Caitlin, then 12, and Kylie, 9. In a deeply personal and intimate ceremony, she married Eldridge Toney, her longtime boyfriend and steadfast supporter during her illness. The quiet wedding was symbolic, a declaration of love and unity during the most uncertain time in her life. Eldridge remained by her side until the very end, offering emotional and physical support as Anna's health rapidly declined in her final months. Anna's death left a painful void, particularly for her children, who had already endured the emotional strain of watching their mother deteriorate. She had spent the last year of her life trying to ensure that Caitlin and Kylie would be cared for according to her wishes. Aware of her terminal diagnosis, Anna began making careful preparations for her daughters' futures, involving legal consultations and family discussions, particularly with her mother, June. In September 2024, nearly 9 months after Anna's passing, a Georgia court awarded custody of Caitlin to Mama June, honoring Anna's documented wishes. The decision was not made lightly, and it came after a complex legal process involving testimony, family history, and evaluations of Caitlin's well-being. June had promised Anna she would protect and raise Caitlin, and the court ultimately found that placement to be in the child's best interest. For June, it was a promise fulfilled, a second chance to step up as a mother and grandmother, this time with a deep sense of purpose shaped by grief and love. Caitlin's younger half-sister, Kylie, however, was not placed in June's care. Kylie's biological father, Michael Cardwell, had previously been awarded custody. While Anna had been the primary caregiver during her life, Michael's legal rights were reinstated after her death. As a result, the sisters, once inseparable, found themselves living in separate homes, under separate custody arrangements, and in different states. The separation has not been easy on either child. According to sources close to the family, Caitlin and Kylie have not seen each other since Anna's funeral, held in late December 2023. Despite being full siblings at heart, the legal divisions and emotional complexities have made visitation challenging and unresolved. Tensions between the two households, June's and Michael's, have created a situation where reuniting the girls has become emotionally and logistically difficult. June has publicly expressed her desire for the sisters to stay connected. But court restrictions, personal conflicts, and ongoing negotiations between lawyers have made regular visitation nearly impossible. The separation has only deepened the emotional burden on both girls, particularly Caitlin, who has not only lost her mother but now faces a life without the daily presence of her little sister, someone who has been a constant companion since birth. For June, gaining custody of Caitlin has been a bittersweet victory. The courtroom decision affirmed her commitment to her daughter's dying wish and her willingness to care for her granddaughter. Yet it came wrapped in layers of sadness, grief, and fresh responsibility. June has spoken in interviews about the complicated emotions surrounding this new chapter, a mixture of honor, heartbreak, and apprehension. Raising Caitlin, now a preteen, is a vastly different experience than raising her own daughters years ago. Caitlin, still reeling from the trauma of her mother's death, is navigating grief, adolescence, and a major life transition all at once. June has emphasized the importance of therapy, stability, and a strong support system to help Caitlin adjust to her new normal. The two have begun to rebuild a daily routine together: school, counseling sessions, and shared meals, as June attempts to provide a sense of continuity and safety. Behind the scenes, however, legal and emotional complications continue to affect the entire family. Visitation rights, custody agreements, and lingering disputes remain unresolved, casting a shadow over the family's efforts to heal. June has made it clear that her ultimate goal is to reunite Caitlin and Kylie, even if only for regular visits. But until the legal system and the other guardians come to an agreement, that dream remains on hold. The public has followed the Shannon family's journey for over a decade, from reality TV fame to personal struggles, including addiction, estrangement, and family reconciliation. Anna's illness and death served as a sobering reminder of how quickly life can change and how, despite their on-screen personas, the Shannons are a family marked by real pain, love, and resilience. In the months following the court decision, June has largely withdrawn from the spotlight, choosing instead to focus on her role as a full-time grandmother. She has acknowledged that the responsibility of raising Caitlin is not one she takes lightly. It is a commitment that stems not from obligation, but from love and a desire to honor the daughter she lost. Through it all, Caitlin has shown remarkable strength, much like her mother. Though young, she is described by family friends as mature beyond her years, aware of the weight of what she has endured, but determined to find joy where she can. She continues to attend school, pursue her hobbies, and slowly open up to a new life under her grandmother's care. Jessica Shannon, affectionately known to fans as Chubbs, is Mama June's second daughter, and over the years, she has quietly grown into one of the more grounded and stable members of the Shannon family. Unlike her mother or older sister Anna Chickity Cardwell, who were frequently embroiled in public drama or featured prominently in reality television storylines, Jessica has always taken a slightly more private path. However, she has not completely stepped away from the spotlight, especially not when it comes to sharing her health journey, personal milestones, and her loving relationship with longtime partner Cheyenne McCant. Jessica's relationship with Cheyenne began several years ago, though the exact date the couple met has remained mostly private. What is clear is that their bond has steadily deepened over time. Despite a few years' age difference, Cheyenne is reportedly a couple of years younger than Jessica. The pair have built a solid foundation based on mutual respect, quiet support, and shared values. In an age when many relationships, especially those involving reality TV personalities, can become fodder for drama or disintegration under public pressure, Jessica and Cheyenne have kept things relatively low-key, fostering a relationship marked by stability and genuine affection. In 2022, Jessica and Cheyenne took a major step forward by announcing their engagement, much to the delight of fans and family alike. The engagement came after several years of dating and was viewed by many as a natural and joyful progression in their relationship. While Jessica didn't opt for a flashy televised proposal or dramatic reveal, she did share moments of celebration on her social media platforms, posting heartwarming photos and sweet tributes to Cheyenne, referring to her as not just a partner, but a best friend and soulmate. For Jessica, this engagement also marked a period of significant personal growth. One of the most remarkable parts of her journey has been her ongoing transformation, not just emotionally or romantically, but physically. In 2020, Jessica underwent weight loss surgery, a decision she made to improve her long-term health and confidence. The transformation was dramatic. In the years following the procedure, she dropped a significant amount of weight, committed herself to healthier habits and began sharing her journey publicly, especially through her Instagram and TikTok platforms. Jessica's openness about her wellness journey has been widely praised by fans and body-positive advocates alike. Rather than focusing solely on aesthetics or quick results, she often discusses the mental and emotional aspects of transformation, from struggling with body image to overcoming self-doubt and learning to love herself through the ups and downs of change. Her posts reflect a woman who is not striving for perfection, but instead for balance, self-acceptance, and sustainability. Many followers have commented on how realistic and relatable Jessica is, never pretending the path is easy, but consistently showing up with honesty and humor. This transformation wasn't just physical. It had a ripple effect on Jessica's overall confidence and psychological well-being. Those close to her say that she now carries herself with a different energy, more self-assured, more at peace with herself and her choices. That inner strength has become even more evident in the way she maintains her personal boundaries, especially when it comes to media appearances and public exposure. Unlike her mother, who thrives in the reality TV world, Jessica has chosen to step back somewhat from the chaotic swirl of tabloid attention. While she still appears occasionally in family specials or reunions, she has clearly reoriented her priorities toward privacy, peace, and personal happiness. Living largely outside the glare of constant media attention has allowed Jessica and Cheyenne to build a life together with intention. The couple has been spotted traveling, attending events quietly, and spending time with family, particularly Jessica's younger sisters, including Lauren Pumpkin Shannon and Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson. Jessica is known to have a nurturing older sister presence, offering stability and warmth in a family that has often been pulled in many directions. Her grounded personality has made her a source of comfort, especially during emotionally difficult times, such as the illness and eventual loss of her sister Anna. Jessica's support for her family, especially her sisters, remains unwavering, but she has also become protective of the life she's building with Cheyenne. Friends close to the couple describe their relationship as easy, healthy, and deeply loving. They aren't often seen in the public eye, but when they are, they appear deeply in sync, often laughing, holding hands, and sharing inside jokes that speak to a genuine emotional intimacy. Though wedding plans haven't been publicly disclosed in detail, those familiar with the couple say that Jessica is in no rush. She's savoring the engagement, enjoying the process, and looking forward to a celebration that will reflect who they truly are: simple, heartfelt, and surrounded by those who love them most. Cheyenne herself, while not a public figure in the same sense as Jessica, has been described as soft-spoken, kind, and loyal. She has a close-knit group of friends and seems to have been embraced warmly by the Shannon family, despite its complicated history. Cheyenne's presence has brought a sense of emotional security into Jessica's life, a steady counterpart to the instability that the Shannon children often faced in their early years. Jessica and Cheyenne's future appears full of quiet promise. With her wellness journey still unfolding, Jessica continues to post motivational updates and snippets of her daily life, reminding her followers that health is not a destination, but a journey. She's embraced new hobbies, taken on creative projects, and explored travel and food with a more adventurous spirit. Her transformation is not about reinvention so much as rediscovery, peeling back layers of self-doubt to uncover strength, softness, and self-love. Lauren Pumpkin Ephford. At just 25 years old, Lauren Pumpkin Shannon finds herself juggling the enormous responsibilities of single motherhood, navigating the complexities of co-parenting, and forging a new chapter of her life amidst the backdrop of both personal growth and financial strain. A familiar face to fans of the Shannon family's reality television legacy, Lauren has matured in front of the public eye, transitioning from a sassy, sarcastic teenager to a fiercely devoted mother of 4 young children. Her household includes Ella Grace, 7, Bentley Jameson, 4, and twins Silas Ray and Stella Renee, 3, a bustling family that keeps her constantly on her toes. Despite her young age, Lauren has taken on the demands of parenting with fierce determination and a deep sense of love for her children. She often shares glimpses of her life on social media, highlighting messy mornings, cuddly bedtime routines, and the chaos that comes with having 4 kids under the age of 8. Her content strikes a chord with many followers, especially young moms who appreciate her candor and relatability. Lauren's journey into single motherhood became official in August 2024, when she and Josh Ephford, her husband of several years and the father of all 4 children, finalized their divorce after a prolonged period of tension and growing apart. The separation was not marked by explosive drama, but rather a quiet mutual understanding that the relationship had run its course. The couple had faced significant challenges over the years, especially under the scrutiny of the public eye and while raising a growing family at such a young age. The divorce agreement was finalized in September 2024, and it included 50-50 custody of their children and no formal child support. Instead of uprooting the children's routines entirely, Lauren and Josh made the unconventional yet thoughtful decision to rotate living arrangements in their shared Georgia home. Under this arrangement, Josh resides in the home during his parenting weeks, while Lauren stays during hers, minimizing disruption in the children's lives and allowing them to maintain a consistent environment. Though the setup isn't without its challenges, Lauren has said it's been worth it to give the kids stability during such a significant transition. While Lauren has embraced the role of a single mother, she hasn't completely closed the door on love. In a surprising twist that raised some eyebrows within the extended family, she began dating Darren Kitchens, who is Josh Ephford's cousin. The relationship sparked mixed reactions from fans and followers online, with some questioning the timing and others offering support. According to Lauren, however, the relationship has not only brought her unexpected joy, but has also helped heal strained bonds within her family, especially with her mother, June Shannon, Mama June. Lauren has been candid in interviews and posts about how her relationship with her mother has often been difficult, marked by long periods of mistrust, disappointment, and emotional distance. June's well-documented struggles with addiction and instability left deep scars on her daughters, particularly Lauren, who stepped up as a maternal figure to her younger sister, Alana, Honey Boo Boo Thompson, during some of June's darkest moments. But since getting involved with Darren, Lauren has noticed a slow but meaningful shift in her dynamic with Mama June. Darren reportedly encourages reconciliation and communication between the 2 women and serves as a calming, positive influence in Lauren's life. Still, life hasn't been easy for Lauren. Though she presents a strong front for her children and fans, financial struggles have continued to loom large in her post-divorce world. Recently, she faced eviction from a trailer she had moved into temporarily after falling behind on nearly $4,000 in unpaid rent. The experience was stressful and demoralizing, yet also reflective of the very real challenges that many young single mothers face after the end of a long-term relationship, especially those who have spent most of their adult lives raising children rather than establishing a career. The eviction came as a harsh reminder that rebuilding independence takes time. Lauren has shared that she's actively seeking more stable housing, weighing her options between affordable rentals and possibly relocating closer to family for added support. For now, she continues to split time between the shared home with Josh and temporary stays with close friends and relatives, determined to ensure her children feel secure no matter the circumstances. When asked about the adjustment to single parenthood, Lauren has described it as a little bit of an adjustment. A humble understatement that belies the magnitude of what she's managing. 4 small children, a shared home arrangement, financial pressures, a new romantic relationship, and lingering emotional wounds all swirl around her daily reality. But Lauren has always had a streak of resilience, one forged in the fires of a tumultuous childhood and sharpened through years of caring for others before herself. She's spoken about wanting to return to work, whether in television, social media content creation, or even behind-the-scenes production work, so she can establish greater financial independence. For now, she leans on brand partnerships and small sponsorship deals through Instagram and TikTok, using her platform to speak openly about motherhood, co-parenting, and the messy, imperfect beauty of life after divorce. Despite the hardships, Lauren remains steadfast in her commitment to healthy co-parenting with Josh. While romantic love may have ended between them, they've agreed that their children's emotional well-being comes first. Communication between the two is described as respectful and focused, with both parties working hard to keep drama at a minimum and create a functional rhythm for the kids. As for Darren, Lauren has said that his presence in her life brings peace and support, both of which were sorely missing during the breakdown of her marriage. He's known to be low-key, family-oriented, and understanding of Lauren's priorities as a mother. Though the relationship is still relatively new, it seems to offer a refreshing change, one grounded in emotional availability and kindness rather than conflict and compromise. Alana, Honey Boo Boo, Thompson. At 19 years old, Alana, Honey Boo Boo, Thompson has entered a pivotal new chapter in her life, one that stands in stark contrast to the wild, chaotic, and often controversial childhood that made her a household name. Once known as the precocious pageant queen with a mountain of catchphrases, Alana has now transformed into a determined young woman, focused on her education, healing, and independence. She just completed her freshman year at Regis University in Denver, Colorado, where she's studying nursing, a career path that reflects her desire to move beyond reality TV and toward a more grounded and meaningful future. Alana's decision to pursue nursing wasn't a whim. It's something she's been thinking about for years, shaped in part by the medical challenges faced by family members, including her late sister, Anna Chickity Cardwell. Watching Anna battle stage 4 adrenal carcinoma throughout 2023 gave Alana a front-row seat to the importance of skilled, compassionate caregivers. That experience, while devastating, fueled Alana's passion for healthcare and her resolve to create a life of service and purpose. Living in Denver has provided a clean break from the drama that often surrounded her back in Georgia. She shares an apartment with her longtime boyfriend, Cardwell, who, despite some past controversy due to their age gap, he is 4 years her senior, has remained a consistent and supportive figure in her life. Their relationship, once criticized by fans and even some family members, has evolved into something stable and affirming for Alana. They've been together for several years now, and by all accounts, their cohabitation in Colorado has gone smoothly. Drolin reportedly works a steady job and supports Alana's academic goals while helping her transition to adult life. Still, no matter how far Alana tries to distance herself from her reality TV roots, they have a way of following her. The latest season of Mama June, Family Crisis, now in its 7th season, opens with a particularly raw and revealing episode centered around her 19th birthday celebration in Denver. Wanting a low-drama event with a small circle of close friends, Alana made the difficult decision to disinvite her mother, June Shannon, as well as her sister Lauren Pumpkin Shannon, from the party. It wasn't an act of malice, but one of self-preservation. Alana, now a legal adult, had spent much of her teen life dealing with emotional instability, neglect, and public betrayal from those closest to her. She made her wishes known through a carefully worded message, emphasizing that she wanted this milestone to be about peace, not past pain. But in typical Mama June fashion, June showed up anyway, unannounced and unexpected. At first, the intrusion was met with tension. Alana was visibly emotional and caught off guard. However, what followed was one of the most poignant moments of the season, a raw, tearful reconciliation between mother and daughter. June, perhaps sensing the gravity of her daughter's transition into adulthood, arrived with no cameras of her own, no grand gestures, and no rehearsed speeches, just a small gift, a sincere apology, and visible emotion in her voice. Their conversation wasn't easy. Alana laid bare years of resentment and abandonment, confronting June over the addiction-fueled years that had forced Alana to live full-time with Lauren while June spiraled out of control. She asked hard questions and didn't allow her mother to deflect or sugarcoat. June, for once, listened, without interrupting, without making excuses. The moment ended with a long hug and the kind of quiet, tentative peace that has eluded the two for years. But even with that emotional step forward, deeper tensions remain, especially regarding money. One of the major storylines this season revolves around Alana's accusation that June withdrew $35,000 from her long-standing trust account, an account fans have come to know as the Bank of Honey Boo Boo. The account was meant to protect Alana's earnings from her years on Toddlers and Tiaras, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, and other family reality series. For a long time, the account was legally controlled by June, who allegedly used some of the funds for personal expenses during her periods of addiction and instability. Alana, who only recently gained full access to her financial accounts, claims she was shocked to find the money missing. When she confronted her mother during a family sit-down filmed for the show, June initially denied wrongdoing but eventually admitted that she had borrowed some of the funds during hard times. Alana, visibly furious, made it clear that the money was not hers to borrow. It was compensation for years of work Alana had done as a minor, money meant to secure her future and help with college expenses. The conflict triggered a larger conversation within the family about boundaries, financial responsibility, and emotional accountability. While June has expressed a desire to make things right, offering to pay the money back gradually, Alana remains skeptical. As she said in a confessional, "How can you rebuild trust when the person who's supposed to protect you keeps proving they won't?" The storyline resonates deeply with fans, many of whom have watched Alana grow up while fighting to be heard, respected, and taken seriously, both within her family and by the public. Meanwhile, Alana's academic performance has reportedly been strong, with professors at Regis describing her as focused and engaged. She's taken an interest in pediatric care, and while she hasn't ruled out returning to television someday, she insists it would have to be on her terms, centered on who she is now, not the child caricature people remember. Her time in Colorado has also given her a newfound sense of independence and control, and she frequently speaks about the importance of mental health, self-care, and healing from generational trauma. In social media posts, Alana balances humor and honesty, offering followers a glimpse into her new life while setting clear boundaries about what she will and won't share. Gone are the days of exaggerated on-screen antics and sugar-fueled catchphrases. In their place is a thoughtful, self-aware young woman who is actively shaping a life beyond her upbringing. Her relationship with Lauren remains close, though not without strain. The birthday disinvite stirred hurt feelings, and their interactions this season have reflected the emotional toll of codependency and shifting roles. Lauren, who essentially raised Alana for years, now has to step back and let her sister make her own choices. That process hasn't been seamless, but both sisters express a deep bond that continues to evolve as they grow into distinct adults with different paths. As Alana moves into her sophomore year of nursing school, she faces it with a mix of determination and guarded optimism. Her days are now filled with coursework, late-night study sessions, quiet dinners with Dralin, and occasional phone calls home. Sometimes warm, sometimes hard, but always a reminder of where she came from. Alana Thompson is no longer Honey Boo Boo. She's a college student, a survivor of family dysfunction, a daughter still mending old wounds, and a young woman learning to stand on her own. Her story is one of resilience and reclamation, proving that even those who grow up in the spotlight can rewrite their narrative, one choice, one boundary, and one healed relationship at a time. What do you think about the significant changes of Mama June's 4 daughters? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.